From Jamie and Claire's captivating love story, making a prequel story possible, to possibly seeing familiar faces as teased by the showrunner. This is everything you need to know about the Outlander spin-off. The show is currently in its 7th season. The whole series revolves around the story of Claire Randall, a British nurse from the 20th century, who somehow ends up in 18th century Scotland. But things get far more interesting when she falls in love with Jamie Fraser. I mean, these two have some serious chemistry going on. Some fans argue that the show's success is all thanks to the intimate moments between the two characters. And I'm not talking about your average run-of-the-mill romance here. I'm talking scenes so passionate they could make your grandma blush. Sure, steamy scenes aren't new in the world of entertainment, but nobody can ignore how the Outlander fever has gotten to everybody. It's no wonder we're getting a prequel series. I mean, everywhere you look, there are posters and billboards of the show. Heck, even the Loch Ness Monster probably had an Outlander sticker. So what's the big deal? Well, while the steamy scenes are a highlight, the series is so much more than that. At its core, the show is a captivating love story. It explores a love that transcends time and space, igniting a fiery mix of attraction and desire. But it doesn't stop there. This love evolves and deepens, creating an unbreakable bond that withstands all the challenges thrown their way, which we'll probably see more of in the prequel. It has its fair share of action too. There's war, adventure, mystery, and even a touch of magic and science fiction thrown into the mix. It's a world that keeps you entertained and eager to find out what's going to happen next. But ultimately, it's the power of love that takes center stage in Outlander. Diana Gabaldon's characters, Jamie and Claire, have a love story that you can't help but root for, and the incredible performances by Sam Heughan and Catriona Balfe bring that love to life, making viewers reflect on their relationships and what they do for the person they love. It is more than just a TV series. It's an experience that transports you to another time and place in a world that usually feels chaotic and uncertain. These are stories that revolve around love and resonate deeply with people, because no matter which century we're in, love is always worth fighting for. The show has become so popular that they have a spin-off coming soon. It's going to be a prequel series called Blood of My Blood. And according to Deadline, the writer's room has already sprung into action, writing scripts for this highly anticipated spin-off. I mean, rumors about the prequel had been circulating for quite some time, but it wasn't until February 2022 that the news was officially confirmed. The series will delve into the love story between Jamie Fraser's parents, Ellen Mackenzie and Brian Fraser. Not only that, the original Outlander showrunner Matthew B. Roberts will be back on board to write and executive produce the prequel series. Joining him as executive producers is the talented duo of Ronald D. Moore and Meryl Davis. Describing the essence of the prequel series, he shared that this series will be a love story too. He also made a statement talking about how it'll explore what lengths a person will go to find love, in a time when love is considered a luxury and when marriages are made strategically for political or financial gain. Roberts made this statement back in January 2023, when Starz officially confirmed the series. He also explained that the title itself is a nod to Jamie's marriage vow to Claire, hinting at the significant connections fans of Outlander will encounter in this new chapter. Needless to say, he's excited to continue sharing the captivating stories of Jamie, Claire, and now Brian and Ellen, assuring fans that there's so much more to come in the Outlander universe. While we may have to wait for more details to unravel about Blood of My Blood, I might have some insights into what the plot will be like. Devoted fans of Diana Gabaldon's original book series will know that there are numerous novellas and short stories that complement the novels as well. But only one of them serves as a prequel, and that's Virgins. This novella takes us back to when a young 19-year-old Jamie Fraser embarks on adventures as a mercenary in 18th century France. Gabaldon has also revealed that alongside working on the 10th and potentially final novel, she's in the early stages of a prequel book. She disclosed in a Facebook post that the focus would be on Ellen Mackenzie, Jamie Fraser's mother, suggesting that it'd be set even before the events of Virgins. While it's unclear whether the series will just revolve around Ellen or not, you can easily imagine a show that begins with her upbringing in the Scottish Highlands. I mean, it'd portray her courtship with Brian Fraser, Jamie's birth, and their other children beautifully. Plus, Sam Heughan confirmed these speculations in an interview with Esquire UK. He hinted that the prequel series would likely be set before the events of Virgins, but said that since Jamie won't be in it, it'll focus on his parents when they were younger. If that's anything to go on, maybe we'll see a young version of him at some point. But that's about it. If you still have your hopes up of seeing Ewan in the spin-off, he also added that considering the time-traveling nature of the Outlander universe, you can't completely rule out the possibility of him making an appearance in the prequel series, perhaps as the dad or in a flash forward. After all, anything is possible when it comes to time travel. But what else can we expect from Blood of My Blood? Well, throughout the seasons, we've only heard stories of the romance between Brian and Ellen. Not only was their story talked about by their loved ones, but it also revealed that their love journey had a lot of obstacles that they had to overcome. I mean, despite their family's objections and Murdoch's secret love for Ellen, they defied all odds and tied the knot. And now fans will finally get to witness their journey. While Brian has made an appearance in a flashback during Season 1, Ellen has never been seen before on the show, which is a shame because fans would have liked to see her tragic passing during childbirth when Jamie was just a child. I mean, if we'd catch a glimpse of Brian in moments like when Jamie got his scars, why couldn't they do the same for Ellen? I suppose it keeps up the suspense because look at all this excitement now that fans know she'll be a part of the show. Other than that, from what we know so far, she belonged to the Mackenzie clan and was a sister to Jocasta, Dougal, Colum Mackenzie. Most importantly, Murda, a close friend of the family, secretly carried a torch for her. Speaking of which, this is the same family who disapproved of her decision to marry Brian due to his status as the illegitimate son of Lord Lovett. So it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out in the spin-off. What makes it even more exciting is the fact that Jamie and Brianna inherited Ellen's rebellious and independent spirit, as well as her striking red hair. So, with the introduction of Blood of My Blood, Jocasta, Dougal, Colum, and Murda may make appearances too. The audience might even get a chance to see Jamie and his siblings being born and raised, depending on how long the show continues. As for the cast, the details are still under wraps. But it's safe to assume that there won't be too much overlap with the original series in terms of actors, especially since its primary focus is on Jamie's parents. That being the case, Matthew B. Roberts has still teased that there will be familiar faces popping up in the prequel. So while we might not see the same cast members from the original series, there's a chance we'll be treated to the appearance of some characters from Outlander. And guess what? Diana Gabaldon will also be a consulting producer on the series. Other than that, the prequel is getting produced by Sony Pictures Television. And leading the charge at Starz as the Executive Vice President of Original Programming will be Karen Bailey, who will oversee the creative process of the prequel. I think it's safe to say Blood of My Blood will be an exciting new chapter in the series universe. I mean, it'll bring us closer to the roots of the Fraser family and the main love story that landed us with the handsome Jamie Fraser in the first place. So, from possibly seeing familiar faces as teased by the showrunner, to Jamie and Claire's love story that's making it happen in the first place, this was everything you need to know about the Outlander spin-off.